well batted. Did you feel as though Australia, Meg said she thought the Australian quicks were a little bit short? Is that your feelings?
Yeah, yeah. I think in the at the start, I think in the first 10 overs, I think they bowled quite short, especially considering the wicket. I think the Mackay wicket where we played one day and the wicket with today was completely different. Today's was quite, I would say, wet. It wasn't like as hard as it they would have loved. So I think they bowled the lengths which I think they bowled in the one days, which were similar but suited that wicket. So I think yeah, definitely considering the wicket, they were slightly short in the first 10-15 overs, but then they kind of made it up in the post that.
Mitali said that she probably also would have had a bowl had she won the toss. How important was it then for you guys to go out and make the fast, strong start that you guys did?
Well, I think we are quite used to batting first now. But yeah, definitely with the kind of wicket it looked like, definitely we also wanted to bowl first. But looking at the scoreboard now, I think we are happy to bat first. And whenever these kind of conditions happen, I think openers have to step up and provide a good base because of the kind of conditions and pink ball and day night, all of those things. But yeah, definitely I think Shefali also batted well for that phase.
Like going in, did you have a tempo for your innings in your head, and did it work out when you won?
I don't think it looked like I had a tempo, right? But yeah, I didn't have a tempo. I just told myself that watch the ball and play accordingly. Don't look at the scorecard, don't look at your strike rate, whatever. I think at the start I started like a one day, and then. But then yeah, I just, as I said, I just tried not to look at the scorecard. Just try and bat the ball, like nothing else. Like I was trying to be as blank as I could be because when you have few shots, you kind of complicate things for yourself as a batter. So, but yeah, I was trying to keep it just simple and just play according to the ball. If the first ball is something which is my strength, I'll go for it.
Yeah, just one more. Just watching you in the nets the last couple of days, you didn't seem too tough with yourself with what you were like, just driving. So, did it work out today? I mean, were you happy with
Too tough in the sense?
Sorry?
Too tough in the sense? Like.
No, you didn't seem too happy with yourself just watching you in the nets.
Is it? No, I was quite happy actually. That's why I didn't bat much. Yeah, like it depends on how I'm feeling and how it was. Like I think last 2 days I felt good. I felt that I'm able to time the ball. That's why whenever I feel that as a batter, I try and cut down my batting. I try and do just that many balls. How much I want to feel good about it. So. Yeah, no, I don't think maybe I would have looked like that. Maybe I was playing some shitty shots. I'm not sure, but in my head I was batting well.
You just said you look at this at the scoreboard match, but you're on I think 80 now, close to your first test time. Will you bat the same way when you go out there tomorrow?
Well, I think I will try and do that only because if that has got me till 80, I'm sure that will carry me through. So I don't want to complicate thinking about triple figure at the moment. The team needs that I bat as long as I can, and in that process, if I reach the triple figure, that's good. But I think I wouldn't really. It's the same thing. I think my game is always one days T20s or test match. It's always about just watching the ball and reacting. Nothing, not to overcomplicate yourself. So maybe yeah, definitely tomorrow also I'll go in the same mindset. I'm not gonna say that I'll be aggressive or I won't be attacking, but so it just depends on what they bowl and how I react.
I think it's 15 years since Australia and India have played a test. Would you like more opportunities to play test matches against Australia, against all the other leading nations?
Yeah, definitely. I think, especially with this multi-format series, I think I'm just loving it. We played one in England, and now we are playing. It's just so good to just wear whites, go into bat with few slips in, few gullies in, and then you have to apply yourself differently. I think that really tests you as a player. Because in one days and T20s, it's more about the run rate. Now it's like you're playing the phases. Like today, there were so many breaks of rain. Like you had to focus, you had to switch off, you have to again focus. I don't think these things happen that much in one day or T20 format. So Test cricket is always having some different challenges, and I would like we as a team would love to play as many test matches as we can, and I think multi-format is great for women's cricket.
Snehal, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, so Smriti, just I want to ask, some players play a certain way because of the way they grew up. Like for example, Harmani can hit sixes because as a kid she was aiming for that three. Some players are good on the leg side because in their gully on the off side there are windows. Can you look back at your childhood and just think about what has made you such a strong player on the back foot? Were there any kind of constraints like that which made you a better back foot player?
Yeah, definitely. I think, especially India being so vast, we have different conditions, different ways of growing up. But I think I played a lot of cricket on matting wickets when I was growing up till 15. I don't know many people in Australia know matting wicket. It's like a mat where you play, so it's not like a turf wicket. So it usually bounces more than a turf wicket. So I don't know. I guess it might be a thing. I am not really sure.
Thank you.
Gomesh?
Hi Smriti, well played. Just wanted to ask, early in the innings, Shefali was struggling with against Perry a little bit, and there was a period of time where you formed a large part of the strike, scoring quick boundaries. Was there a planned tactic that you used?
Not really. I think, as I said earlier, I didn't really plan anything before going to bat. I had just told myself that it's a format where you can take time, you can like give yourself as much as time you want to. So I just wanted to go out there and just react to the ball. And yeah, with Shefali, I think she was batting well. Definitely on this kind of wickets, sometimes there might be a ball which is maybe swinging or seaming. But definitely, I don't think there might be a plan where Shefali is defensive and I'm aggressive. I don't think we will ever plan something of that sort.
Also, just one more question. In the England test also, you guys had put up a 160 runs partnership in the first innings, and this match also you have put up a very good partnership. Your thoughts on batting with Shefali in this particular format?
Yeah, I think in England also we had a good, I think 150 odd run partnership, and today also I think it was just we both actually just enjoy batting with each other, be it any format, and yeah, I think we just discuss the same thing, that just go out there and enjoy, and we just try and back each other. Like if she is having some problem with something, I will go up to her and tell something, and if I am like, say if I chased one ball outside, she came to me, she's like, Didi bahut bahar ka hai, mat khelo, like, so like he said that don't play, it's too outside, so don't chase that ball. So it's like we have a good conversation, and I think that kind of helps, and maybe it's helping us in the test format that we are telling each other where our off stump is and if we are chasing the ball.
Anisha?
Thanks, Lucy. Hi, Smriti. Mithali said the other day that India started practicing with the pink ball only on Tuesday. How many sessions did you bat since with the pink ball, and did you get to practice with the pink ball ahead of the tour in India, Sangli, anywhere else? And did not having a deep square leg for a long period of time sort of help you really go for the shots in that particular area?
I think ping ball, yeah, definitely. We just had 2 sessions before we, especially me, I had come from 100, so I didn't really get much time to actually play with ping ball. But yeah, during 100, I had just ordered a pink Kukapura ball just to keep it in my room because I knew that there's going to be a test match, so that just I can at least look at the ball and understand. I have actually not batted, I just batted for 2 sessions, but the ping ball was there in my kit bag for last, I think, 2.5, 3 months. I don't know why did I carry it. I thought I will have a session, but I didn't really get time to do that. And what second question? Team square leg, yeah. I think the plans which they had was to bowl up. So I think I'm sure that because of that they didn't have the deep square leg fielder, but yeah, regardless, I think after some time they did have a deep square leg fielder still. So I was not really looking at the deep square leg fielder if that fielder is there or not, because as I said, I was just trying to play the ball, and even if that fielder is there, I think I would want to play that shot but in different direction.
Karanya, do you want to jump in?
Hi, Smriti. During the England test, you had mentioned that the tendency to just switch off before breaks for a lot of the batters was something that India would have to take care of. Given the start-stop nature of this test, is that going to be an issue again, and what sort of work has happened to address that issue?
Well, as I said, I don't think we had a lot of time to work for this, but yeah, I think that was a lesson learned from the last test match which we played, that after lunch breaks or after the tea breaks, how we have to start our innings fresh. So we're just trying to do that, and I think the people who were sitting out were really helping, especially me. I think whenever I came out, I think whoever was outside sitting on the bench, they kept telling me that you again have to start from zero, you have done nothing. Like, they kept telling me again and again, because they know the tendency. I have this tendency of, going for a casual shot or something. So so I think they kept me pumped up throughout that breaks, and I think that they had a big contribution to make me focus the way I was able to focus, at least for today.
Thank you.
Excuse my pronunciation. Anu.
Thanks for that. Smriti, you gradually slowed down after a rolling start. Was that because of the breaks?
Not really. I think initially they had more fielders in the slip and not ahead. Later on, I think after 15th over they changed their strategies, and they got more fielders. Like I think they had the field set more of like a one-day match. So definitely at that time, even if my shots that were going in fielder, so I didn't really wanna do extra something or try something which I would do in a one day or T20. So I had to tell myself that don't look at the dot ball, just keep playing. So I don't think that it was a conscious effort or it happened because of breaks. I think it was more to do with the field sets which they had.
Just one more question that's come through the chat. What is your assessment of Shefali's innings? She looked nervous throughout the session. Was it because of the first time playing the pink ball?
I think everyone is playing pink ball for the first time. No, I think Shefali wasn't really nervous. I think she was also pumped up, how much I know. She also wanted to go out there and bat. And definitely, yeah, she missed a few balls. But I think given the wicket and the conditions, I think that's bound to happen, that you might miss. But I think she came back stronger. Definitely, I am sure she wouldn't have wanted to get out the way she did. Definitely she will think about it, but from the partner's position, I don't think that she was nervous. I think she was quite confident, and she was ready to go, and she was able to take them on.